This is going to be the main way to optimize websites and landing pages in 2026. It's actually mind-blowing, and I think there is no more need for conversion rate optimization specialist when you have an AI within your browser that can just, analyze your website, including the flow, pretending to be the customer, and then give you a full detailed summary of what needs to be improved on your website in order to get more conversions within the same budget, within the same traffic. It's pretty cool. I'm really excited to show this to you because you can just take it and implement it today for your business as well. First things first, you need a Claude AI installed. You also need to have Claude AI Pro package for $20 a month. And then you need to install Claude AI Chrome extension. So currently I did all of that. Remember, you need to have Chrome browser in order for the extension to work. Currently, just for example, I'm using James Allen, which is one of the biggest jewelry websites in US, and we're gonna run Claude AI pretending to be customer and see what kind of feedback it will give us in terms of improving the website. So let's see. First things first, we need to click on the extension. Then you can see it uses the latest model Haiku 4.5. And here in the command line, I'm going to write act as you are a potential customer that wants to buy and engage and ring up to $3,000 in total budget. The diamond, the main diamond needs to be at least 0.8 carat. Do the whole purchase process until you reach cart or checkout page, and then present top 5 ideas to improve the conversion funnel to get higher conversion rates. So for the user specific details, we can go deeper. Like for this example, I put a budget and the main diamond carat weight, but you can expand it, like what kind of clarity, what is the color of the diamond. Think about specifics like the location of the customer, if he's in United States, if he's abroad. There are plenty of ways to play around. I'm just gonna keep it simple for this example because I don't want to overwhelm the AI and I don't want to overwhelm you. I just want to present you some kind of example and then you can take it from there. So here I'm going to select ask before acting. So this is very important. I want to see what Claude will be doing before he does that. So he won't mess up anything with the browser or anything. We give here the permission to work with the browser. And my advice is to use a separate Google profile within Chrome, so it won't mess up anything from your existing accounts and something like that. So it will be your kind of a sandbox, let's say. Now I'm going to click run and let's see how it works. So now it gives me the plan. As you can see, there are 6 steps. Browse the James Allen website, filter and search for engagement rings, select a suitable diamond and ring combination, process through customization configuration, add to cart, analyze, and identify 5 key improvement opportunities. All right, sounds good. Let's approve the plan, and it's starting. Okay, so it goes to engagement rings. Now it has a pop-up. Let's see if it will be able to close the pop-up. Yeah, it closed the pop-up. It opened the engagement rings menu, and now it scans for all available options. Okay, so it starts with the setting. In the build your own process, You can either start with the setting or with the diamond. It doesn't matter. At the end, you just choose these two, let's say, two parameters, and you get the complete ring in the end. So it starts first of all with the setting. It looks like it doesn't want to go through the process, and it wants to choose an easy option, which is ready to ship engagement rings. These rings are already built. You can order them immediately, and the benefit of that is that the delivery time is much quicker, but you don't have the customization you want. So in case you want something very specific, you won't necessarily find it in ready to ship options. Okay, now it goes through the filters. It selects the carat weight from half carat to 1 carat. That's excellent because we pointed out that we want it to be at least 0.8 carat with the budget up to $3,000. And it also chooses other options as well, 1 to 2 carats. He does not select above 2 carat because it knows it will be more expensive than our budget. Let's see what is the next step it's going to make. Okay, now we're going to price. He found out the price filter. It fixes the upper limit of the price to 3,000. You know, we don't need to follow this. Like as a user, as a customer, if you want AI to scan something, do market research, you can just keep it running like this, go take a break, have a coffee, and then come back when it's done. But it's very, very interesting, like especially for me, for a person who works 10 years in digital marketing. I think this is just amazing for any marketing campaigns. If you're running them in Google Ads and Meta Ads, it doesn't matter. These insights, they're so valuable because they're gonna improve any marketing effort that is out there. If you're promoting e-commerce, if you're promoting lead gen website, B2B, landing page, it doesn't matter. It works for everything. So now it looks through some options. The first option, it found some ring with 2 carats, certified lab-grown diamonds, and it costs now discount $1,900. Okay, I think it likes this option. It's I think it's trying to add it to the cart now. Oh, it's trying to select ring size, but I did not specify ring size, which is kind of a crucial detail. So I don't know, maybe it will just select random size, or it will stop the process and will tell me that I need to input ring size. Let's see. Okay, it chose 7, which is actually one of the most common ring sizes. Interesting. I think maybe it did research or had some kind of information already about the common ring sizes. That's why it chose 7. But to be honest, it doesn't matter what kind of ring size, it doesn't affect the price. All right, now we're heading to add to cart. So he pressed cart. Now we're at the cart stage. He either pauses the process here, or it will continue one more step to checkout and then it will stop. Let's see. It decided to stop here without continuing to the checkout, and it gives us a summary. Let's go over it. It's actually very interesting to see what kind of recommendation it gives. So first of all, it gives us a summary of the item that it added. Okay. Checkout option. All right, now let's check what are the 5 main things we can improve on this website in terms of conversion funnel. Well, first of all, we have simplified filtering with preset budget bundles. So it says the issue, while filters exist, customers must manually adjust multiple parameters like carat weight, price metal. For some, this will be a typical thing to do, but maybe some people just want a ready-to-go package like the pre-designed rings. But what it gives here is pre-configured budget collections under 2,000, under 3,000 that instantly show curated rings meeting those criteria. This reduces friction for budget-conscious shoppers and gets them to the product selection faster. Okay, so what it suggests us is instead of using a broad category for already kind of pre-designed rings, you can go with the budget collections, let's say under 2K or 3K, which is very interesting thing. From my experience, I never seen anything like that before on the website, on different jewelry websites and the clients that I'm working with. So I think this is actually a good option to try it out as an A/B testing and see if it will actually improve the conversions. Let's move on to the second one. Persistent add to cart buttons, sticky or floating. Yeah, when the user was on the product page, on the diamond engagement ring product page, the cart button was not standing out. It was kind of at the bottom, so he had to scroll. And he actually pointed this out, which is crazy. This is like, you really need to know the conversion rate optimization strategies to know that this is an issue in terms of user interface and the design. And it kind of find out by scrolling like, wow, this is such a gold information. Let's see. Implement a sticky floating add to cart button that stays visible as customers scroll through the product images. This is amazing. This is an amazing insight. Let's move on to the third one. Real-time price breakdown transparency. Okay. The cart summary shows taxes, duties, estimates to be discussed. Okay, this is based on where do you order your product, state tax. There's many dynamic things with the taxes. That is why I'm not sure if the taxes can be calculated right away. Maybe they do. I don't know. Let's ignore it. Let's continue with other things. Urgency plus social proof integration. While the page shows ships in time for Christmas, there's minimal social proof visible during the product selection phase. And the solution is to add prominent customer review ratings and count earlier in the product page and show X people viewing this right now. Only 2 left in stock. Okay, this is something that I don't agree with Claude AI, because this kind of cheap scarcity tactics, they should not be used in a luxury industry like diamonds, fine jewelry, luxury cars, luxury real estate, etc. And to be honest, it's kind of old and cheap tactics. People recognize it right away. There was a big scandal at the time with the booking website using similar tactics. So I'm not sure if it gives more benefit or it gives more damage to your website in the end. You can try it at your own risk, but my advice would go against this. Maybe in terms of social proof, you can put pictures of clients, maybe 5-star rating that is original. Let's go back to the product page, see how it looks. So I'm gonna scroll down. Yeah, there is no 5-star ratings here. Yeah, there is. This is enough, in my opinion, this 5-star ratings here. You should not use this cheap scarcity tactics. And let's move on to the last one. One-click ring size pre-selection or smart default. Not sure about this. Ring size selection is a mandatory step, yeah, that defaults to select ring size, requiring extra clicks. No, this is actually a good idea to start with the text, select ring size instead of some default size, in order to avoid people making mistakes, because they can skip this step without paying attention, and if the default size doesn't match their size, you're gonna have a lot of refunds, a lot of issues. So I don't agree with that. So overall, out of these 5 tips, 3 were excellent. The last 2 I didn't like, but nonetheless, this tool is excellent at providing this insight and spotting these little opportunities to improve your conversion rate. I think this is great. Of course, at the end of the day, you need to have your own thoughts and your own judgment. You cannot let AI make decisions for you, but as an assistant, I think this is an excellent tool. Let's see what kind of bonus insight it gives. Email follow-up sequence. Currently, if a customer abandons after adding to cart, there's likely a standard abandonment cart email. The recommendation is to segment abandoned cart emails by where they dropped off. and tailor the message accordingly. Well, first of all, we don't know how does the email process looks like. James Allen, we can test it out, leave our email and see, but we don't know. So giving an insight on the information, kind of speculative, you don't actually know. Okay, you give here an advice, but maybe they actually already have that segmentation in terms of email marketing. So maybe it's not relevant. Not sure what to do about it. So there's a purchase summary. All right. So to conclude, guys, you have here an excellent tool that can just improve your conversion rate, either if you have e-commerce store, a landing page, website. It's excellent for $20 a month. You get a bunch of value from this tool. It's excellent. And don't forget, on top of that, it's not just about this built-in browser tool. You have all the Claude AI features included. You can use Claude AI also for integrating with your marketing platforms, analyzing your results, and so much more. Actually, I made a few videos about how you can use Claude AI in Google Ads marketing, so you can check it out. And I think that's about it. I hope this video was helpful for you and you can use this tool to your advantage. That's it. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.